I'm great. I am so great, Veronica. Excited to talk about Kanan. Yay. Yeah. I can tell you a lot about her. We don't have enough time because we can really I can really take up some time telling you about her. But what I will say is Raquel Thomas is Kanan Stark's mom. She is the head of a family business. It happens to be she's a drug dealer. It's a family business. She's the head of that. She is the sole provider of her family. And she is cold, she's fierce, she's loving, she's vulnerable, she's sexy, she's dynamic, she's a thinker. She's a lot of things. And that's what I love, that I get to bring to the table, that I get to bring so many different qualities that normally women don't really get to be on TV. As much as I get to be a boss mom, a working mom, I get to be this loving mother. And, that whole dynamics was really interesting to me. And, Kanan learns a lot from his mother. And, throughout the story, we're telling you really get to see the two of them at work and get to see them navigate all the crazy things that are going to be happening this season. My character's biggest challenge, really, honestly, is navigating being a boss, being the CEO of her own company, being in charge of this business. It happens to be in the drug world, but she is also trying to balance that out with being a great mom. And so, I feel like she's been successful at it up until a point. Now her son is getting older. Now he's smarter and he's starting to really pay attention to his mom and his uncles to know what's going on here. What are they doing? And there's something about it that is exciting and curious to him. And so for Rock, now she not only has the weight of dealing with her business and all of the different, the different enemies in her life. And she's constantly trying to assert her power and get more and be a boss. Now she has her son kind of inching into this, and those two worlds just don't mix for her. That's definitely not what she wants. So her battle, her struggle is trying to not get them to mix. Okay. The strong point of her character, I think for Rock, is she doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. And, I think that is always this kind of thing that we say about women, that we're so emotional, and when she doesn't do that. So you never know what she's thinking. She's always 2 steps ahead of everyone, and she always has a plan. So there's a lot of strong points to her, is that she is very smart. She thinks about things in a way that nobody around her thinks about, which is how she's been able to sort of get to this point. Her weakness is her son. Yeah. Oh my God, the music is everything of this. The music in this show, as much as I'm excited for people to get into our story, I'm so excited for the music of that time. And, the music was so the thing then, and artists were really saying all of the things they wanted to say. And there was this strong, we don't give up attitude, and it was very in your face, and this show is very much in your face. So I'm really excited for people to hear these iconic songs that I have not gotten to hear, but I've heard the first episode, and the music of the trailer. It really just takes you to that time. It transports you to our world. So the music and the fashion, it has been so important to help create the life of our show. There's so many favorites. I don't have a favorite song, but artists of that time, Queen Latifah was the female that was kind of doing her thing at that time, early 90s. There were so many artists that I can think of. I'm an R&B girl, the SWVs of it all, the Escapes of it all. There's so much good music, the Wu-Tang of it all. There's so many artists. We really could just talk on and on about so much music that made such an impact at that time. Yeah. Well, what I will say is that you don't have to have watched Power to really come on board with our show. We're giving you fresh new characters. First new characters being introduced. You're meeting Kanan at 15 years old. So you're going to be thrown into a world that the Power universe knows. But if you don't know the world, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be edge of your seat. It's going to be a character study. It's grounded in so much truth. And it's a family drama. At the end of the day, it's a family drama. It's watching this family navigate that time, navigate being in a family business, navigate relationships between one another. And the stakes are so high. The theme of our show is reaping and sowing. Everything that you do comes back to haunt you. And every character in our show has a secret. And there is not one character that you cannot find as a viewer something that you can relate to in. No matter what the story, yes, it's a crime drama, but at the heart of it, it's a family show. It's a very humanizing, I feel that the characters are very humanized in such a real way that you get to see why they are who they are and what they will become.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. Movies. Patina Miller. Really excited to talk to you all. Please watch the show.